Hey guys, I wanted to jump on here because I'm feeling a love reading coming on. I'm using the Fairies deck. I'm also going to jump in and do the Lightworker Oracle. I will pull one card from Lightworker Oracle and read from the book because those messages are pretty powerful. Usually one card is enough. That kind of like covers the whole reading, but let's just see what Spirit has to say. I am feeling the love, and I'm not just feeling the love of God, the love of the divine. I'm actually feeling some real ass romantic love coming through here. So let's see what we have for us. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just gonna maybe take one card, maybe two. Let's see what pops out. Okay, we got one that popped out. Travel. Ooh, travel. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. Okay. Oh, I'm getting the truth bumps. So some of you actually might be taking a trip. Okay, this is going to go one of two ways. Some of you are going to be taking a trip and it's going to be life-changing because you are literally going to be stepping in and meeting somebody very significant. And on this side of all yous, you have already met somebody significant. And you're going to take this trip, maybe not with them. And something is going to open up in your world, in your energy space. This trip is, and the beautiful thing about a divine journey with a divine counterpart is that, I mean, even speaking for myself, we used to think, no, when we meet somebody, we want to travel together. No. When you are doing the healing work, looking and then finding somebody that feels, if not is, the real deal, you're going to be going on journeys on your own. And that's what's going to be really necessary to kind of maybe clear some of the energy space, but also have just more like aha moments. And for those of you that are still kind of looking, but you've been on the healing journey, you're at the place where you feel good being on your own, but deep down inside, you want to share this good, healed version with yourself, with another beautiful, healed version of somebody else. And I get that that's not being codependent. That's not being needy. That's joy. Joy. And that's all you have to worry about is joy. And if that thought brings an elevated emotion and it makes your heart just kind of go, bloop, go with it. Because you are worth it. You are deserving of that. But there's something about a trip. There's something that is going to kind of change in your heart, in your mind. And maybe it might take being away from somebody to realize how much you do care for them. Or they may realize, oh, they're just gone for a little bit, but something just absolutely opens up within them. You actually leaving the space. Again, I'm talking to two different groups of individuals. The ones who have found, whether new or in the mid-range, still building on a new partnership, romantic, because this definitely is a love reading. It felt like a love reading. I was called to do a love reading. And yeah, it just feels like love bubbles everywhere. This is for those that have met that person, but there's a trip. Maybe you're going on a trip with this person and it elevates the connection. There are more ahas that are happening together. And then this one is a trip on your own, which is absolutely necessary. Where you might find the person, or maybe the person that you're meant to be with, or you maybe just started, this requires a solo journey. I was also thinking, if you took a trip that was quite significant and filled with like synchronicities or symbols, it wasn't meant to be lost on you. Those were for you, those messages. I went to Asia. I may have mentioned in a video, I don't even remember. And I happened to book all of my hotels next to rivers. And I couldn't believe it. I didn't realize I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do it consciously. When we arrived, it was spectacular. But it was every accommodation, because we were really hopping around, was by a river. And I knew it was, life is going to really take some twists and turns for the better. Enjoy the freaking ride. But there's a trip. Whatever the trip is, with the partner, without the partner, meeting a new partner, have one, and it is significant. It is significant. Let me pull another one. Another one's coming out. I can ask. Oh, goodness. Too many. Let me pause you so I can do. Okay, we got one that popped out. Practice, practice, practice. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. We're in a full moon in Leo or Aquarius. I think it's in Aquarius. But we just hit Leo season. This is a love month. And when you are in a love month and you've got a suitor or suitors coming through, old patterns are not going to work. If you are on YouTube and you are listening to readers and healers and podcasts and you are doing your own practice, you are feeling the love, you're feeling the power of this moon, but shit's going to come up. Wounds are going to come up. Do not, no matter who comes into your life, do not give up your spiritual practice. Do not push it to the side because you want to go on a date with this guy or whatever it is. Because the old you, before doing all of these different modalities or whatever it is that you're doing to get yourself clean, purified within and connected to the divine. It took a lot of this. And that's why you're going to manifest probably the love of your life. And the love of your life is going to reinforce the importance of keeping this a priority. Don't let this go. And you are going to discover the magnificence of what true love is all about when you continue making the divine your number one relationship. Practice, practice, practice. Don't give up. It's interesting because these are not, they're not like connected, but they are both very significant in this romantic chapter. And romantic. It's going to feel almost like a movie, romantic. And it may not be dozen roses. It's not going to be your third dimensional romantic. It's going to be the romance that you didn't realize your body could ever feel, that your eyes could ever truly see. And it is just absolutely supported spiritually. You can feel it. It's just spirit all around, encapsulating the connection. I want to pull one more. I'm going to pause because I'm always blah, blah, blah. So let me... Okay, one flew out. Affirmations. This will probably be a little bit more in line with the practice affirmations. Let me read. To lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. You know, sometimes I think affirmations don't work. Because everything, when it comes to like manifesting what you truly desire, is about a feeling, getting into the feeling state, being the love that you want to attract. One of the biggest, I think, healings and purgings and whatever the frick I just recently went through was, number one, affirming that every fear that was coming up from past wounds was an illusion. In fact, none of it actually happened. And therefore, I was able to forgive every ex, every boss, anybody that I felt did anything wrong to me. Psh, got rid of that. Nobody did anything wrong. Their ego was probably misbehaving, but their true soul self, that the one that is always connected to the divine, they did nothing. And that is their truth. And when you start removing the ego lens and you start to embody your true truth, meaning I'm so loved and I don't need a man, a woman, anybody to affirm that for me. I am just so loved because I am love. But it took a lot of practice to get to that place. And the love that you are truly seeking, that divine connect, that very, very special connection, is going to require a lot of this. And a lot of this. And again, it's affirming and discerning what has been the illusion in your life and in your past. And this way, all of a sudden, the past just kind of disappears. And so now you're not carrying around that baggage. You're not carrying around those boulders of stories. So in this new connection, or if you're already in a connection that's fairly new, it's going to look very different because you're not looking through the lens of your wounds. And this is kind of Spirit's way of reminding us, like, don't let go of your modalities, because the ego, it can be very, very strong, and it can pounce in the silence. Silence is great when you can do this, but boy, if you allow your mind to wander in the silence between maybe communications, between your new lover, your new connection, it's amazing when we see the wounds that really, truly were not released. So it's incredibly important for the sake of your own connection with Spirit. But boy, when you meet somebody that is aligned and wants the same thing, meaning that they're making their connection with divinity just as important as you're making your connection with the divine, you can't get a better aligned partnership. And you both are going to be kind of cheering each other on and just reinforcing how important this is. And that one doesn't need to give up to serve the other. No, 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 no. You both are serving this, which will only allow the partnership to grow so strong. Okay. Oh, I felt that run through my body. Okay. I'm going to shuffle. I'm jumping onto the Lightworkers Oracle. I'm only going to pick one. I'm going to read from the book because it's pretty heavy. There's usually like a prayer, an invocation, and I love it. Actually, maybe I don't have to. Maybe I don't have to pause. I always feel a little strange with the dead silence, but all right, let me do one more shuffle, and I'll go from the bottom of the deck. I was just told to do the bottom of the deck. Do one cut. What do we have here? Number 44, seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. You know, this definitely ties into your spiritual practice for sure. I'm going to read seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. Yeah, the Spirit's saying, do not give up your practice. If you have a routine, and especially if somebody comes in, you're like, do not give up that routine. If you're feeling any pressure to give up that routine by that other individual, you got your answer. Ego got involved. Any connection that is truly kind of what I call sanctified by God, meaning like came from the stars, if that's what you are asking for, they will 1000% support. They will make sure you continue the work. Makes you who you are. Free and light and playful and childlike and beautiful. Beautiful. You glow. Okay, so number 44. And that is, okay, again, seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. When the gift of the seventh ray enters your life, something new is being formed. Oof. Something that will benefit your world. There may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, and ritual for healing purposes. Resonating with high-frequency violet light and the archangels Ezekiel, the seventh ray also helps transmute energy from lower to higher frequency. It is a spiritual cleansing agent that allows the truth of spiritual freedom, empowerment, and choice to be seen and felt, restoring hope and joy to the heart. Yeah, that feels about right. And I want to just say with all of this, if you just got into a new connection, you just met this person, you're going to feel more compelled to do the work you've been doing. You're going to want to up-level that work. You're going to want to be healing more as a healer. You're going to want to just get more involved in anything esoteric, in the occult. It's just because you feel so much more connected to the spirit world. You were already there, and that's why you drew in this individual. And now you just want to go deeper. You want to know more. You want to know more about the connection. You want to know why every cell in my body is just blossomed, and it was already doing that. But when you have another energy force in a human costume, in human form, that is got the same desires and intention, you cannot ignore You can't ignore any of what is happening to your body, to your mind, to your heart, to your practice. Okay, I've got more to read, so bear with me, please. The seventh ray is very active upon the earth at this time. All of humanity is being affected by it. The seventh ray is the push-pull between the old and the new. The life that has been and can no longer continue in that form, and the new life that wants to evolve from the old. That old shit ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. It honors traditions and ancestral wisdom that serve new life. When the seventh ray enters your life, you are asked to balance your attachment to what has been with an openness to the new. It is a time to fearlessly question what has been, honor what continues to hold value for you, and dismiss what no longer serves you. The seventh ray also creates form from invisible, intangible spiritual energy. These are the inspired solutions and synchronicities that seem to come out of nowhere. They are signs of the divine order happening. The seventh ray brings an alignment with that divine order. And the more you are willing to invoke and allow that energy to bless you, the more your life will align itself with the genius of creativity, solutions, and loving opportunities the universe wants to bring to your world. I'm going to continue reading, but I'm just feeling this welling up of energy, and like I want to cry with tears of joy. There is just this feeling, this bubble building in my heart center right now. Whoever is here right now listening to this, you are entering what is called true love. And even if you happen to be not in a new connection, or there is not another body that has entered into your life, you are going to feel what being in love is all about. And it does not take another body to fall in love. You won't need it. And usually that's when they come in. But you are going to truly experience what true in love is all about. Sadly, I think, apart from recently, I think I never truly knew what that in love feeling was, because I wasn't loving myself and I had zero connection to divinity, to God, to the spirit realm, none of it. And when you realize all of these attachments and codependencies and things, that's not love. It never was, it never will be. You, my friend, are going to experience what true love is all about, whether they're here or not here. The gifts of ritual, order, and ceremony are ways to attract this energy. Conscious ceremony done in service to unconditional divine love feeds a need for sacred embodiment. It is the hunger within the soul that many seek to feed through religion, and others through the less conscious rituals of addiction. Yeah, we're all looking for that, but we're doing it in ways that may not be in the purest form. No judgment. But this is why people engage in certain activities, because they want to feel that bubble of divine love, and they don't know how to get to it, so they might turn to the drug. They might turn to other areas that falsely they fill up in a certain way, but it doesn't sustain. And then there's injury involved whether it's injury on your bank account, if you have a shopping or gambling addiction, it's injury on the body, if you have a drug or alcohol addiction. I mean, and you know, it's true love. Nobody gets hurt. Nothing is injured when you are talking about the truest form of love and being in love. And yes, it does feel romantic, and it doesn't have to be with another person. It feels so romantic, and that is your connection with the divine. I can't seem to get through this reading. Okay. Ritual can be something that keeps you stuck or opens you to the sacred. Listen, practice. If you have your rituals that keep your day, or start your day on the right foot, in alignment, remembering the love that you are, feeling the love of God. I mean, do not stop for anybody. Do not stop. That's the kind of ritual that is the most healthy and the most freeing. There's not one addiction out there that makes you feel free. That's not love. I mean, the ultimate test of true love is the feeling of being free. God is saying, be free. Do not even attach yourself to a religion to have to prove to me, not me, but God, that you are a devoted Catholic, Christian, Jew. You have to do nothing except remember who you are. That is it. Choosing a spiritual practice to engage on a regular basis, creating your own spiritual system, will help you call the genius of seventh ray energy into your life. God, look at this. This is like they are calling, they are bowing, they are grateful. This energy is just coming in like lightning bolts, like rain, cleansing. Love this imagery. Your spiritual practice might be a daily prayer followed by a short conscious dance or yoga session, a meditation, a walk in nature, or some combination of these. Find what works for you. Do that regularly. Make it a priority. You can invite spirit into your life through a simple and ordered system that you do on a regular basis. Even if only for 5 or 10 minutes a day, then the new life, the new you, the order that brings an expansive idea to life in the world can happen. This love reading started out with first taking a trip, but I was talking about, if there's new connections coming in, do not give up what it is that you have been doing that brought in this new connection, and do it with fervor. Do it even more, longer, whatever. If it's romance that just dropped in your lap, in the 3D world of romantic partnerships, if it happened, this is saying you had a practice and it was working. You never have to give that up for nobody. And the real aligned connection, you are going to want to do it with more fervor, with more conviction and determination. Don't give it up. And if you find yourself falling into that codependent pattern of wanting to give up everything just to be with that person and to make it about that person, I don't think it's going to be that though for you. But notice and examine if the pattern starts to creep back up. And that is a wound. And it's okay. It comes out. I mean, we are at a full moon. Things get illuminated. What's hidden in the dark comes out in the light. Examine it. It's meant to be examined and say, hey, am I falling back into this pattern? And it's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel like freedom. It's not going to feel like joy. Boom, there's your answer. Go back to the freedom and joy. Well, how do I do that? Don't make it about the dude. Don't make it about the girl. Don't make it about the whomever. The new romantic connection, the 3D new romantic connection that just came in your life or is about to come in your life, you cannot make it about them. Because you're going to feel it in the body, and it's going to feel like shit. It's going to feel like the past, repeating all over again. It doesn't have to be that way. Don't give up what brought you to that connection in the first place, and to the connection that you have with God. Do not give it up. I can't believe I pulled this card, because it's exactly what it's talking about. Ding! Okay, I'm going to repeat this. You can invite spirit into your life through a simple and ordered system that you do on a regular basis, even if only for 5 or 10 minutes a day. Then the new life, the new you, the order that brings an expansive idea to life in the world can happen. The challenge with the seventh ray is not to become obsessed with the future, with the new, to the extent that you forget about the valuable aspects of what already is. This is also reminding us you have to stay so present. Stay in the joy. Do not, I know it's like create your own reality, but create it from the now. Don't create from projected future stuff. I'm almost, I want to go as far as say, as much as I love the creating your own reality, be in a place of, I don't know, and I don't care. I feel fucking great. Why do I need to worry about tomorrow? I want to stay in this feeling. I want to stay in this feeling because I don't know. Oh my God, I just got a pang in my head right now. It is about developing what has value, not rejecting outright anything from the past. The past can teach us wisdom and help us create a more loving future if we allow ourselves to balance our passion for the future with a respect for what has been. The gift of the seventh ray is the ability to live as an embodied divine presence. For humans who don't trust or even recognize the love of the divine in their hearts as yet, those who do are great supporters. I am here to support. You are getting it though. I believe that the people that are listening right now are getting it. Oh my God, my battery's about to die. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm in a weird position right now. It's fine. Hold on. The seventh ray empowers us to use loving ritual. Sorry. Okay, this thing might be swaying and I don't care. The seventh ray empowers us to use loving ritual to invite divine presence to fill us and our lives. It also teaches us how to use our consciousness to clean up our own energy field and the energy field of the world around us so the divine can show its face more clearly. The comfort of this can help free all beings from anguish and suffering. Oh my God, yes. Invocation. I now accept of my own free will the blessing and the grace of the seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony, and the assistance, the unconditionally loving masters on this ray, the violet flame of Saint Germain and Archangel Ezekiel. I open to the magic of creativity, divine genius, and the ability to translate spiritual concepts into real-world experiences for the greatest good. May I discover and use my innate power for conscious and loving ritual and ceremony to enrich and invite spiritual presence into the world. May all beings feel safe and consciously held in a loving divine order according to the great plan of love. Through my own free will, so be it. I'm going to cry. I've been crying all week. And this is the last card of the deck, number 44. I didn't even realize it's the last, what do you call it? Yeah, it's the last card of the deck, the last message. So, in saying that, I'm realizing you're right there. You're right at your 10 of Cups. You are kind of at the end. I mean, we're always learning until, I mean, and even when after death, we're still eternal and growing and learning and evolving and expanding and contributing to the expansion of the universe. But this is your kind of, I feel like you're at this last step, but this last step is going to be a doozy. Like, it's going to last for the next 30 to 40 years. Or 50, 60, whoever's listening to this, however old you are. It's the final kind of the gift, like the gift that keeps on giving. That's what it feels like, the gift that keeps on giving. Because you earned it. You cleaned up a lot of shit. A lot of wounds have been healing because of you. Because you said, I know there's a better way to live. And there is a better way of experiencing this life in this body. Nothing was by accident. We were all here for this purpose, but we were all singing a different tune and dancing a different dance, but we're all going to the same destination. And it's a full embodied acceptance that you are divine presence. You are a complete representation, reflection, and embodiment of divinity, of the Holy Spirit. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, all of it. I mean, that's self-actualizing. That is everything. And because it's the end, it's the last message, it's the last card of this deck, man, you might have it today and tomorrow and for the week. And then you might feel like you lost it again, but you didn't lose it. You've already entered the temple doors, so you're there. But sometimes we choose to put the blindfold on, because the ego is always still there too, right on the other side of those doors. And it's okay. You just go back to the practices, go back to your modalities, your meditation, your walks, your yoga, your Tai Chi, your podcasts. Oh my God. Videos you want to record. I heal when I do these videos. If nobody watches, I'm watching. And funny enough, when I do these videos, it's like reinforcing the knowledge, the information. Do I really get this? Do I know this? If I can explain it to myself, or at least try to, I don't know if it's coming through or landing, but by me trying to use my words to better understand this journey and this process, it's reinforcing it within my own heart too. So, but I love that there is this platform for us to reinforce this knowledge and in turn the power of the divine. So thank you for joining me. Practice, practice, practice makes perfect. I'm excited for your divine love journey, whether it is with another body or not. It doesn't matter, because love is love. Feeling is feeling and energy is energy. So take care, and thanks for joining me.